Hi, hello, welcome to my channel Learn More Maths. My name is Varakumar. Today we are going to solve a problem from 11th chapter trigonometry exercise 11.1 first problem. Fourth problem. So see here what he has given. If cos A is equal to 12 by 13, then find sin A and tan A. Here A is less than 90 degrees he has given. So just what he has given, cos A equal to 12 by 13 he has given. So what we know about cos A in terms of sides of a right angle triangle, cos A equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. So here cos A equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse is equal to 12 by 13 he has given. So it is the ratio. Hence let adjacent side equal to 12m. M is constant here, any positive number. So here m is a positive number. So not only m, just we have to select a variable. Let adjacent side equal to 12m, then hypotenuse equal to 13m. Then hypotenuse becomes 13m. So where m is any positive integer, from the right triangle ABC, here adjacent side, what is the adjacent side to cos A? So this is angle A, adjacent side to angle A becomes AB. So here adjacent side AB equal to 12. So this is hypotenuse. AC is equal to 13m. So according to Pythagoras theorem, so to find sin A and tan A, we require BC also. If we know the lengths of all the three sides, we can find any trigonometric ratio. So here according to Pythagoras theorem, we have AB square plus BC square is equal to CA square. So now we have AB equal to 12m. So AB square becomes 12m whole square. 12m whole square plus BC we have to find. So write BC square as usual is equal to CA is equal to 13m. So CA square is 13m whole square. So just we have to simplify. 12m whole square becomes 144m square plus BC square, right, as usual, is equal to 13m whole square becomes 169m square. So now take 144m square to the right side, we get BC square is equal to, here already 169m square is there, so minus 144m square plus becomes minus is equal to 25m square. So 169 minus 144 is equal to 29. Therefore we have BC is equal to square root of 25m square. So square root of 25m square becomes 5m. So now we have all the three sides of triangle ABC. So now we have to find sin A. Sin A is equal to, so how can we relate sin A is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. So see here so we have sin A is equal to opposite side to angle A divided by hypotenuse. So what is opposite side to angle A? This is angle A, opposite side is BC. So it becomes BC divided by H is what? Hypotenuse. So AC, BC by AC here. So just BC equal to 5m. So substitute here 5m divided by AC is equal to 13m. So substitute 13m. So m gets cancelled, we can get it is 5 by 13. So sin A is equal to how much? 5 by 13. So in the same way, how to find tan A? So tan A is equal to, so what is the formula? Opposite side by adjacent side. So tan A is equal to opposite side to angle A divided by adjacent side to angle A. So what is opposite side to angle A? BC divided by adjacent side to angle A. What it is? AC. BC by, sorry, AB. BC by AB. So we have BC is equal to how much? BC is equal to 5m. So just I am writing 5m divided by AB is equal to how much? 12m. So m gets cancelled, we get 5 by 12. How much it is? 5 by 12. So just cancel m, we get 5 by 12. So sin A is equal to 5 by 13, tan A is equal to 5 by 12. So just is asking to find a sin A and tan A. So this is fourth problem. So next we have to solve fifth problem. This is fifth problem in exercise 11.1. So third and fourth are very important. So many times he asked for 2 marks. So just very easy, just you have to follow the steps. So see here what he has given. 3 tan A is equal to 4. Then find sin A and cos A. So many times it has been asked for 2 marks. Important. So what he has given, 3 tan A equal to 4. So take 3 to the right side, then tan A is equal to 4 by 3. Here 3 is multiplying, it divides. So tan A equal to 4 by 3. So but what we know about tan A? Tan A equal to opposite side by adjacent side, which is equal to 4 by 3 has given. Since it is ratio, let opposite side is equal to 4m. So m is constant here, any positive number. Then if it is opposite side is 4m, then adjacent side becomes 3m, where m is any positive integers. So now from right angled triangle ABC, opposite side is equal to, so here angle A, opposite side to angle A. So what is opposite side to angle A? BC is opposite side to angle A. So opposite side BC becomes 4a. So next adjacent side. So for which angle it is adjacent? Adjacent side to angle A. So this is angle A, adjacent side to angle A is AB. Therefore adjacent side AB equal to 3m. So we have AB equal to 3m, BC equal to 4m. To find sin A and cos A, we require AC. So how can we find AC? So using Pythagoras theorem we can find. So according to Pythagoras theorem, AB square plus BC square equal to AC square. So a square on the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares on the other two sides. So that is AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. So now we have AB is equal to 3m. So AB square becomes 3m whole square. In the same way we have BC is equal to 4m. So BC square is 4m whole square, which is equal to AC square. So 3m whole square is 9m square plus 4m whole square is 16m square, which is equal to AC square. So here I am writing AC square is equal to, so 9m square plus 16m square is 25m square. So from this we can find AC is equal to square root of 25m square. Square root of 25m square, that is 5m. So now we have the lengths of all the three sides. So AC is equal to how much? 5m. So now we can find, first is asking to find a sin A. Sin A equal to, so we have sin A equal to opposite side to angle A divided by hypotenuse. So what is opposite side to angle A? BC. So BC by AC or CA. BC by AC or CA. So BC is the opposite side to angle A and AC is the hypotenuse. So we have BC is equal to how much? 4m and AC is equal to 5m. So BC equal to 4m and AC is equal to 5m. So m gets cancelled, we get 4 by 5. 4 by 5. So this is sin A value. Next we have to find cos A. So we know cos A is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. So adjacent side to which angle? Angle A. So here it is angle A. Adjacent side to angle A is AB. So that is AB by hypotenuse is AC again. AB by AC. So we have AB is equal to 3m. AC is equal to 5m. So we can get a 3m by 5m. So just we have to write AB is equal to 3m, AC is equal to 5m. So m gets cancelled, we can get a 3 by 5. So cos A is equal to how much? 3 by 5. So he is asking to find a sin A, cos A. Sin A equal to 4 by 5, cos A equal to 3 by 5. So this is the fifth problem in exercise 11.1. Next we have to solve sixth problem. This is sixth problem in exercise 11.1. See here what he is asking. In triangle ABC and triangle XYZ, if angle A and angle X are acute angles such that cos A is equal to cos X, then show that angle A is equal to angle X. So it is also important. So many times he asked for 2 marks. So see here ABC and XYZ. These two are the two triangles ABC and XYZ. So these two are the two right angled triangles. He is saying that angle A and X, these two are the acute angles he is saying. Yes, these two are the acute angles. So cos A equal to cos X. If cos A equal to cos X, then show that angle A is equal to angle X. So first we have to show that these two triangles are similar. These two are similar. If they are similar, we can say the corresponding angles are equal and the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. So see here how can we prove. So see here cos A is equal to cos X he has given to us. Let it is equation number 1. He has given cos A equal to cos X. So we have cos A. So adjacent side by hypotenuse. So from triangle ABC, so adjacent side by hypotenuse. This is angle A. With respect to angle A, adjacent side is AB, hypotenuse is AC. So cos A equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse, that is AB by AC. AB by AC. And cos X is equal to, in the same way cos X is also adjacent side to angle X by hypotenuse. In triangle XYZ, this is angle X. So adjacent side to angle X is XY by hypotenuse is XZ. XY by XZ. So let it is equation number 2. So from equations 1 and 2, since cos A equal to cos X, so instead of cos A I am writing AB by AC. Instead of cos X I am writing XY by XZ. So we get AB by AC equal to XY by XZ from equations 1 and 2. So let AB by AC is equal to XY by XZ is equal to m. So it is constant. So now take AC to the right side. It becomes AB is equal to m into AC. So see here AB is equal to m into AC. In the same way, so XY by XZ is also m. Take XZ to the right side, then we get XY is equal to m into XZ. XY is equal to m into XZ. So now I want to find the ratio of AB and XY. So that implies what we get, see here, AB divided by XY is equal to AB by XY. So here AB equal to m into AC, so I am writing m into AC divided by XY is equal to m into XZ, I am writing m into XZ. So m gets cancelled, we get AC by XZ, AC by XZ. So let it is equation number 3. So what are these? See here, AB and XY are the corresponding sides of these two triangles AB and XY. So in the same way AC and XZ are also corresponding sides. So two corresponding sides are equal. The ratio of the corresponding sides, so AB and XY, so AB by XY is equal to, we have AC by XZ. So remaining two corresponding sides are BC by yz. So we have to find the ratio of BC and YZ using Pythagoras theorem. So how can we find? See here, I want to find the ratio of BC and YZ. BC by YZ is equal to. So how can we get BC? Just see here. So ABC is a right angle triangle. According to Pythagoras theorem, a square and the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares on the other two sides. So that is AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. So we require BC. So take AB square to the right side. So here BC square is equal to AC square minus AB square. So here BC is equal to square root of AC square minus AB square. BC is equal to what? Square root of AC square minus AB square. So instead of BC I am writing square root of AC square minus AB square. So in the same way, so I want to find YZ also. So YZ is equal to, so using Pythagoras theorem here also, xy square plus yz square is equal to xz square. I am writing, see here, xy square plus yz square is equal to xz square. So we require yz. So yz square is equal to xz square minus xy square. So we require only yz. Yz is equal to square root of xz square minus xy square. Square root of xz square minus xy square. So instead of yz I am writing square root of xz minus xy square. Xz square here. So square root of xz square minus xy square. So again we have to simplify further. So what we get, see here, square root of. So write AC square as usual. So AC square minus AB square is equal to. So instead of AB, what here? AB is equal to M into AC. So here AB equal to M into AC. So AB square is there. So I want to write M square and AC square. M square AC square. Instead of AB square I am writing M square AC square. So here also write square root of, write xz square as usual. So xy square, xy equal to what is there? mxz is there. So xy square becomes m square xz square. M square xz square. So see here what we get in the numerator. So AC square is common. So if we take AC square as common, AC square into, so here 1 minus m square will be 1 minus m square. So if we take AC square common, here 1 is there, here minus m square is there, divided by, so in the denominator also xz square is common. If we take xz square common, here 1 is there, here minus m square is there. So 1 is there, minus m square. So just I have taken common AC square. So here 1 minus m square will be. So here xz square I have taken common, 1 minus m square will be. So now see here what we get. So square root of AC square right as usual into square root of 1 minus m square divided. So here square root of AC square into square root of 1 minus m square. So here also square root of xz square into square root of xz square into square root of 1 minus m square. So just like square root of a into b is square root a into square root b, like that we can write. So it is gets cancelled. Square root of AC square is AC, square root of xz square is xz. So let it is equation number 4. So from equations 3 and 4. So what we get, see here, it is nothing but BC by YZ equal to AC by XZ here, but AC by XZ is equal to AB by XY. So finally we can get from equations 3 and 4. So see here, AB by XY is equal to AC by XZ. So here also AC by XZ is equal to BC by YZ. So here we can write from equations 3 and 4. So AB by XY is equal to what? AC by XZ. So AB by XY is equal to AC by XZ. So in equation 4, BC by YZ is equal to AC by XZ. So finally we can get AB by XY is equal to BC by YZ is equal to AC by XZ. So see here. So since the ratio of the corresponding sides are equal, so that is AB by XY is equal to BC by YZ is equal to AC by XZ. So these are the corresponding sides. The ratio of the corresponding sides are equal. Therefore we can write triangle ABC is similar to. Therefore triangle ABC is similar to triangle XYZ. So if triangle ABC is similar to triangle XYZ, therefore the corresponding angles are equal. Therefore angle A is equal to angle X. Since A and X are the corresponding angles, so that implies angle A is equal to angle X. So this we have to prove. So show that angle A equal to angle X. So like this we have to prove. So just it is looks like lengthy problem, but if you understand clearly, it is very easy. So this is a sixth problem in exercise 11.1. So that's all today's class. We will meet in the next class with the seventh problem. So thanks for watching.